Welcome to Master Duel Master Chef. Each week, we'll let 4 of your favorite streamers chef up a Master Duel deck using a secret ingredient provided by the community. Their goal? Both to beat the competition in duels and to impress our celebrity judge. Who will be the master? Let him cook. Previously on Master Duel Master Chef. I just know Gage has like another video up in tab called What is Brexit?
Guys, I don't know what the fuck Brexit is.
Okay, well, I hate to do this to you guys, but you're not paying me enough in the fish transport, and I'm not part of this episode. I'm Dugsiting the episode. Bye.
No,
you're saying two trap monsters by themselves don't automatically meet the prompt? Hey, how did Curious the Light Swarm meet the prompt? Hey, how did Summoner Monk meet the prompt? Hey, how did how did the Sky Spikers meet the prompt? Hey, how did the Millennium cards meet the prompt? I thought those were fuck you.
And welcome back to another episode of Master Duel Master Chef. First, I have to give a huge shouts out to the winner of last time, Farfa. What can I say?
Wait, hold on. Farfa's not the winner.
Yes, I was. Did you even click the straw poll?
I got second in the straw poll, but I won both
I see
my
what's
games.
happening. Because Doug got second of the straw poll, he thinks that the 2 points he got during the games means that he got 4. Today's judge is a very notorious German. You all know him well. It's Josh. It's Joshua Schmidt.
What is up, Master Chefs? I have been honored with the task of giving you guys a prompt for this week, and I want you guys to show me what you guys feel like peak Yu-Gi-Oh really is. I want you guys to play the deck that really encapsulates everything you love about Yu-Gi-Oh. That one deck where you just think they got everything right, everything spot on, card design, balance, power level, the way it interacts with the opponent, maybe even your favorite deck of all time. I just want to see it. And I know what you're all thinking. That's just, of course, I mean, everyone's gonna say that's Runic, but let's just exclude that one for this win so that we have a little bit of a challenge. All right, let's see it.
I mean, I guess I should open up Master Duel.
It feels like Josh wants us to play meta decks. Like, we'll have a week where it's not about, like, dumb, stupid strategies. It's, like, actual just playing competent decks. Now, in terms of perfect design, unironically, my opinion is Swordsoul. All right, chat, unironically, I'm gonna stream snipe here. Okay, yep, so there it is.
Okay, the question is, how do we build this deck? I've never played the new cards before. I'm not making this up. This build that I just clicked, this is real. It is also 43 cards, and they essentially did what I did, which is just add 3 of this into the deck. Like, it really is just that.
All right, guys. So when I think of Yu-Gi-Oh, right? When I think of Yu-Gi-Oh, one of the things that I've always really appreciated, a lot of the older formats, a lot of older deck building just was a hodgepodge of like good cards, right? Like it wasn't only until like 10 years later that we started to actually see archetypes develop and be like the main way to build out decks. Some of my favorite decks that I remember are the ones that just seem to be like this amalgamation of like the weirdest things possible to make a competitive deck. One of the ones I always think about is Dino Rabbit. I'll just play Josh's Paleo deck. I think Paleo's peak design as well. You think Paleo's peak? I thought you hated the deck. No, I hate Paleo players.
Yes! Yes! I was like praying, but I didn't want to say it. Oh my god, we're crazy. We're so crazy. I was like, I don't want to say it, but it'd be so cool to get one. Oh my god, that's gorgeous.
Oh man, Pot of Duality. Guys, you want to talk about peak Yu-Gi-Oh? I think Pot of Duality... Hold on, let me see if we can do unlimited. Doug says we can't do unlimited.
So, what I've put together is a list that I first saw second slash play on an episode of Duel Tainting that I absolutely love. It is my favorite thing in Yu-Gi-Oh, which is a pile of small synergies. This is a flip summoning deck, which is how you would describe a strategy that you built in 2005 with like the other kids on the playground. The thrust of the thing is that Subterra Behemoth Fiendess is absolutely broken and enables every single monster with a flip effect on it. That includes the Tindangles, the Shadows, and the Mimighouls, and we're playing a bunch of generic stuff in order to enable them like Soul and Luna. The end result is a deck that can spam ones and get to Zeus, can spam Shadows and make it to the Construct at all by way of normal Shadow Construct, and also gets to do the cool new stuff that Mimighoul Mid-duel is known for. The funniest thing this deck does is Morphing Jar, and it Morphing Jars constantly.
YouTube! This week we've been tasked with peak Yu-Gi-Oh! And so I decided to go with one of the decks that I think is true peak of Yu-Gi-Oh! Unironically, I'm not just saying that for Josh points. I love this deck. He will vividly remember me running around the venue at YCS Prague 2016, trying to pick up cards that he was deciding on at the last minute in the line. I remember running to the vendor and buying Starlight Roads because Josh put it in his deck list like 20 minutes before round 1. And the reason I think it's peak Yu-Gi-Oh! Is because the whole point of this deck is interactivity. Everything this deck does is about playing against your opponent, which is why I decided to keep out some of the more lame cards like D-Barrier, because that's definitely like a solid, insane card in this deck. It's absolutely ridiculous. But this is a more modern take. I haven't really played Paleo too much in the modern era, but I think arguably it's even better without the frogs, because Totally Awesome just becomes a little bit too degenerate, I think, past a certain point. This is legitimately one of the most fun decks in the game, if we're going to be defining fun by interaction. But this week, you're not going to be seeing any memes or anything from all of us, I should hope. I'm pretty sure we're all playing like actual strategies and competitive decks, playing good decks. And this is Paleo. Yeah, trap trick to search any card in the deck, basically. How did you get here? I did not notice this. All right, there's gonna be a second rise to full height. Where little bro come from? All right, so that is the deck lists. I haven't tried or tested this in months at this point, maybe over a year. Let's get into the duels and see if we can take a nice little comfy, cozy, competitive meta tournament of sorts with the boys.
Today, we are playing one of my favorite decks of all time, Swordsoul. So this deck just got new support in Master Duel. I actually just crafted a beautiful Royal Rare for this video, and I'm really excited to try these cards out. The reason that I think Swordsoul cards are peak Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that when these cards were super popular around 2021 and kind of 2022, the mirror match was super healthy. It was a lot of engine back and forth. It didn't really matter so much who went first as it did who set up the right board for the mirror, and I thought that it was a really fun format during that time period. I played a lot of mirrors with the Swordsoul deck, and I really enjoyed them. What I like about this deck is that it starts really low to the ground, so it's a good beginner deck, which is why Master Duel was giving it away for free a little while back, but also it does have a good ceiling as well if you do put in the time. I remember really liking some of the more advanced combos in this deck back in the day. I know it seems pretty simple, but sequencing matters a lot, and that's part of the reason that the mirror matches were so much fun, is that you really had to think your plays through in advance. I think with the new 10E cards, they're really fun. I'm really excited to try these out. We got some fun stuff in here, including, while we could do the regular Infinity into Flawless Perfection, we also literally do have a peak field spell to search. I don't know if Josh will think this is funny, but I'm gonna try.
When I think of peak Yu-Gi-Oh!, I think of back in the early days, the most unlikely of strategies coming together to form a meta deck. One of my favorite decks that was unlikely to happen was a deck called Macro Rabbit, focusing around the powerful exclusive Rescue Rabbit. This card allows you to banish it to special summon 2 level 4 or lower normal monsters with the same name from your deck. When this card debuted, the best thing to be able to do was to pull out 2 dinosaurs, either being Sabersaurus or Cabazolz as the targets, to be able to summon Evolzer Logia, which is a Solemn on legs, or a Dolka, which is also a Solemn on legs. It stops effects, though. And that was what the deck did. It also used the Tour Guide engine to be able to go into the powerful Rank 3 toolbox. Again, a card like Wind Up Zen Mains was $100 at the time, just being able to simply go off of it for that reason. Not really that difficult to play, but it had a lot of power behind it, mainly for the fact that it could run a ridiculous amount of trap cards. All these staple trap cards, gosh, act like you can do this all in one take. I see everybody making fun of me. Act like you can do it all in one take, bro. Whenever I see these trap cards, whenever I see these purple cards make it into the way deck and make it like, whenever I see purple cards really make them way, whenever I see these old school purple cards when I see these purple cards in the deck, it makes me smile, because when I see these magenta, you guys said, okay, when I see these magenta cards in my deck, dude, it just makes me smile, because I get to see all these iconic things. It reminds me of peak Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's see what the boys are on. Let's see if it's any more iconic than this.
Have you guys ever like looked at the censored names on Master Duel?
No.
Censored
There's
names?
Master Duel specific censored names?
Yeah, like obviously there's certain words if you set your name to, it doesn't work. It's restricted, right? So the obvious ones, you know, are restricted, but there are some really surprising words that are banned in Master Duel. that you can set your name to.
Let's go.
dude.
Dino Rabbit.
Can I explain, or are we just gonna
Oh no, please
moan
do,
and
please
groan?
do.
I think of peak Yu-Gi-Oh being a lot of stuff in the early decade of it, where all decks were kind of like these hodgepodge, just like thrown together mix of good cards, like chaos, control, and stuff like that. And Dino Rabbit's one of those decks that I think about where it was just unlikely that it would happen, right? A random TCG exclusive and Rescue Rabbit birthed this crazy deck that summoned vanillas and combated with Inzectors and windups. And I think that's really cool. I think that's just really neat when, I think that's peak Yu-Gi-Oh! When unlikely decks become good.
And how did it combat those decks, Gage? What was the other nickname for this deck?
Macro Rabbit. And it used like Macro Cosmos.
Caught?
You activate Dimension Shifter before? That card's pretty peak.
Is everyone, before I play a card, are your guys' decks at the same level of Dino Rabbit, Pat, Summon Sabersaurus Pass?
No. Mine is a little
it's-
more powerful than this.
Yeah. Unless Gage draws macro, then maybe all our decks.
Yeah,
do
I
become
actually
worse.
probably do lose to macro, being completely honest.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool,
All right,
dog. Okay.
Gage, you better have you better have
Yeah,
that
okay, so
macro
I'll
rabbit.
explain this a little bit. This is kind of taken from, like, you know, a time period where I was going to a lot of YCSs, 21, 22. But the reason that I like Swordsoul, I think there's a lot of aspects about this deck that's really cool. Here, I'll play some cards here while I'm talking. But I liked that it
there's
was...
nothing to explain, Doug. You are so correct.
I
Please
thought that
go
it was cool that it was a deck that had a low or a high floor, but you know, there was room
Low
to
floor,
grow.
high ceiling.
And I think that another aspect that I really liked about this format, pretty much anytime that there was Swordsoul mirrors, it was, you could just break it with engine. You know, you really had to think about the sequencing of your cards. You had to think about what board you were setting up in the mirror match in the first place. Sometimes non-engine would come in, but a lot of times it was just down to whoever knew the deck better. And I feel like almost always the better Swordsoul player would win the match, at least, because the deck's pretty consistent. And I also think from a design standpoint that these cards are pretty well balanced in that, you know, for example, as I summon it here, Moyi, you know, is a normal summon, and it requires you to have a reveal, and it has different choke points. Longwan is a -1. Like, these types of things. The cards are obviously very good, but I think they're fair enough to be considered, like, okay.
I liked the some of the deck building theory around this era too. Like, you remember like the pure going second Swordsoul decks that people crafted up to be able
those
to
are very
like
cool. You could just
combat the meta.
kill. You could just
I mean, not to toot his horn while he's in call, but you remember when people were playing Night Beam?
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. So one thing that, you know, I think is around now that wasn't around, but I think still meets the spirit of it, because I think these cards are really cool. This deck just got new support, so here's that. I crafted this Royal Rare for this, so I'm feeling pretty hot
Play
right
any
now.
new cards, bro. I'm playing Rescue Rabbit at a 2 because it was a 2.
I didn't know that you were doing that. I didn't know you played
Why-
2012. How was I supposed to know you played 2012? I thought what?
It's not our fault that you thought peak was 13 years ago.
I will say also,
Can't beat
it's
the
so
class.
funny to hear from Gage, like, oh, you know,
should I do this?
I like Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in the day, back when it was retro, and I'm like, retro isn't Inzector, right? That just happened. That's not
Wait, hold on. No, wait a sec. Doug, I agree with absolutely everything you said.
Yes.
But when you're talking about peak Yu-Gi-Oh, I feel like it's more of a snapshot in time, right? You're playing a card that came out like a week ago, right? Like, I don't know if that.
I think it's more
really
about the
counts.
philosophy of design.
the
that-
philosophy of Swordsoul.
I think there's a lot going into this that you're not considering. And I think
Okay, all right, I didn't think about it.
I think that I'll justify the use of this synchro in about 2 seconds, and then you let me know if it wasn't worth it.
Back in my day, Doug, we were just getting blackout and pass it on Chi-Shao. Jesus Christ. Chahasrara.
Oh, that's what you're. You know what? I was always wondering. I was like, what are people summoning off of this?
What is
Saria.
this?
It's peak. Come on, that's funny. Come on.
All right, give him the
Oh, okay,
episode.
that was funny.
Let
That was
everyone
funny.
let's
That was
go.
good. That was
Come on.
good. That was
We're just
good.
here-
Oh my god.
We're just here for the ad rev at this point. No, I completely agree with you.
Dead,
Swordsoul
right?
is just the perfect deck. It's entry level new player fine, where you can like literally activate 3 cards and you just have a play. And then going second, there's so much room for skill expression. Good players take advantage of the tenues really well. I think it's like the best design deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! It doesn't have no joke 37-minute turns. It's great going first and second. Like if this was like the peak power level of Yu-Gi-Oh! Modern would be in the best place ever.
Thank
Like,
you, Nadir. I
love
really appreciate that because
And
I
one
agree.
this. I mean,
I agree.
I'm complimenting Swordsoul, not you.
You know, I just thought, what if you have Mirror Force?
It
What
doesn't
if-
do anything, Doug. You're
I know, that's why I was going to make Sinister. I was going to make Sinister to set up, and I was like, wait a sec, let's chill for a sec, because I think there's a possibility that you have drawn your card. Unfortunately,
Wait, what's the other
it
protection?
only
this guy
protects...
can't be destroyed.
Yeah, for some reason he protects himself too.
The Moolah
I don't know
is
why that's
protected
there.
from its own effect.
When you mentioned Swordsoul being really good for beginners, I remember when one of my friends was getting into to Yu-Gi-Oh for the first time, they picked up Swordsoul, and we played a bunch of Swordsoul games, and then Tearlament came out like immediately after, right? And I remember I played Tearlament against their Swordsoul deck like maybe 100 matches, and they won 0. It was
Why
like
did they keep going after like 4?
they were like
played
well,
100?
they were like, I'm playing Bestials. It's got to be fine. For me, it was the.
I'm
the
sorry, Gage. I mean,
obvious
obviously, this is how it's going to go.
distinction
Yeah,
between-
obviously. Sorry, Gage. I'm so
No,
sorry.
it's all right,
I thought
that's all
everyone...
right.
I thought... Anyway, yeah, I almost shit my pants when I got that Royal Rare today. I was really excited about it. So.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, I
By
guess
the way,
we
why
just
is it
snappy
called
crap about
Saruya?
it.
We already have a Saruya. I'm
Perfect. You got 60
Latinx.
cards in your deck?
Do you know where this is going, Cage?
hoping it's
Oh,
not
no.
going where I think it's going.
Did you open grass? Tell me. They always do, man. They always do. Every time.
Wait, Joseph's playing 47? What fucking deck is that?
What are you talking about? That's normal.
That's really specific. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to activate Mimighoul Maker.
You think this deck is peak?
Well, maybe don't complain the literal first action of the game for once in your life.
I'm not complaining. I was
Maybe-
asking a question.
Dude, this is the guy that complains that I did the exact same thing, you know? It's fucking Ghost Trick, isn't it? It's Ghost Trick.
No, of
Tell
course
me
it's
it's
not.
Ghost
It's not Ghost Trick. Okay.
Is it
I will summon
is it
Archfiend.
Tindangle?
Then I will activate
You got the
Mimighoul
combo.
Archfiend, targeting Mimighoul Slime. And then would you mind activating the effect of Mimighoul Slime? Okay, thank you.
If you would indulge me, activate your effect.
You know, my Malice deck did open Impulse, so I feel like I've probably should have just kept
Impulse the
queuing.
fuck out of me.
Impulse is the one that kills this deck, right? Or is it Purge?
Yeah, it cuts
Hmm.
off Earth monsters.
So what I like about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is piles of small synergies. I like when archetypes work together in ways that they weren't supposed to. And
Okay.
to show this off, I'm playing the Mimighouls as a mechanism to get to Subterror Behemoth Fiendess. Have you ever seen
Yeah,
this
you would
card?
be the sub.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, whoa. Wait, that's kind of sick.
It's-
Oh my god, this will trigger all the Tindangles.
This will trigger all the Tindangles. So I'm going to activate Fiendess, and I am going to
I
send
didn't know they made Tindangles support.
the Tindangular.
It's funny because like this is the least playable Link monster in Subterror when they first.
I'll send
released this.
Intruder to the graveyard,
It's happening!
and then I'll special summon Archfiend in face down defense position. And
Wait,
for some
what
reason
a
that didn't summon
crazy
Intruder.
card.
Don't worry.
You didn't need to tell
Didn't
me
have to
that.
tell us what monster it was.
Also, someone asked me how do I know that word?
Joseph, you would know this. What's the one Magic the Gathering mechanic where you like summon cards into face down position? Is it like morph or something like that?
Morph
Do you
and
know what I'm talking about?
Manifest both do that.
Yeah, face sounds of magic?
Yeah.
It's a really weird mechanic, but it
Alright, this is like
is
a
he copying
very
a
hard
deck?
deck to
What
play,
did
actually.
he copy? Look at his fucking cards. Who did he copy this from? His own brain?
I'm middle clicking here. And
Does
it
someone
says you
explain?
still have
Can
a
someone
normal
explain to
summon
me why Intruder didn't trigger here?
in the grave? If a monster is special to your field, well, because it happens at the same time, doesn't it?
Oh, shut
Behemoth
up!
effect?
That is so annoying. I'm gonna send these two to the graveyard. We're gonna summon Shadow Construct.
Dude, you're cooking.
I'm gonna activate
That's
Tell me
Shadow
you
Shadow
confusion.
Construct.
You're fusion
That's
70. Oh my
crazy.
god.
We're gonna use.
Did you
We
guys
have
hear
a-
about the one
we have a
guy
Jack?
that didn't somebody get like a game loss for playing this shit all construct?
It
in
was
their actual deck
Jesse
instead of
Cotton.
El Shadal
It was the
Construct?
Jesse
Was that Jesse?
Cotton.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that's hilarious.
No, it wasn't.
Are you sure? It was somebody.
I mean,
somebody
maybe
did that.
Jesse as well, but Alpe Engen got disqualified on stream. He got a game 1 loss, and then game 2 he got Mystic Mind by Badolce because he had Construct in his.
That's so
That's
funny.
Actually,
fucked.
the
I know
Link
Jesse
construct.
has had some. I think he talked about he had like bad handwriting, and I think he did get a couple penalties for deck list problems.
Apparently, Jesse did it for Medora.
Who's
Oh,
not typing their deck list, bro? Who's actually still writing their deck
Okay,
list in 2025?
this is
I mean,
gonna
this
look
is
like
years
nothing,
ago.
but you're just gonna have to trust me.
I don't think they do written deck lists anymore, right? I can't remember the last time I wrote a deck list out.
Yeah, I can't. I think they have you submit them online.
Now that all the public events are online.
Oh, I know what I was gonna ask. Have you guys like ever changed your list like a minute before a regional or something like that? Like I'm locked in the day before. I'm not
like
making
like in the
last
line.
minute changes. Yeah, I'm not making last minute changes like that.
Sometimes they can be good. Sometimes though,
Oh no.
it's the heat of the moment.
Oh no.
Is this
Cool.
fucking? You just
Paleo?
bought Josh's paleo deck. That's what we're doing here.
Room.
I give him my own
I'm gonna
personal
special summon-
interpretation and spin, but
I think I think even Josh would admit this isn't peak Yu-Gi-Oh. Peak Yu-Gi-Oh is games
Oh
that
wait,
take
this is weird.
50 turns.
This also will not trigger intruder. Damn, that's annoying.
So does your deck not
No,
do
it
at all what you
works.
thought
It's
it
just
did?
irritating.
Wait, why does
Perfect.
room not trigger it?
Because it has to be summoned in face down defense.
There's not much that does that.
Well, I've got some. Plays,
Oh,
don't
it
worry.
summons and then gets. Wow, that
We are
sucks,
gonna
man.
grab armor. I'm gonna flip summon dragon. Wait, I wasn't
can we
supposed to
consider
do that.
this,
What the fuck? Wait, I wasn't supposed to do that.
I feel like if you're gonna play peak Yu-Gi-Oh, you should know how to play the peak, right?
think so,
If you
right?
think this is peak, you should kind of like know what you're doing.
Bro, I love what he said. He said, I love little engines that like work together. And he's shown us one engine that does not work together at all.
Like
It is
nothing
not-
is, like
one thing
This
it's
deck's
supposed-
hard, okay?
we
Alright, here, hold
summoned
up.
Shekinaga with no negate, and then we popped it.
There's
we
a
haven't
negate.
triggered the
Oh,
intruder.
never mind. Wait, I'm literally playing like garbage. This is gonna make me draw. You draw a card, dude. I'm mad. I'm sorry. You got it. You got it.
I don't, you don't know what he's playing. I don't know what he's playing. What is Fort Bishop doing?
He didn't
I'm
get
sorry.
to do
I like
anything.
totally
You're
fucked.
literally activated.
I fucked
Luigi did
everything. I
nothing
fucked
and
every
won
possible
anyway.
thing up I could have fucked up. Okay.
Do you want to redo that one?
Kind of. If Barfa will let me,
So like, I kind of have a hard stop in like 40 minutes. That's the issue.
we'll make
Oh,
it.
okay, okay. Well, fuck you. I
We'll
guess.
make it. Don't worry. I'll play fast. I'll go fast. Don't worry.
You guys, you can run it again.
We
I
need
promise
3
you'll have
games
time.
with Paleo in 40 minutes. Like this is not happening.
We need 1 game with Paleo or 2 games.
You should have thought about that before you shut. I mean, I will say it is like a little on you for showing
Like
up. with that.
he like we played the game and then he just left. Like,
Yeah, no, that was.
Well, I mean, we played the game for like 7 minutes, right? Like.
Yeah. Okay.
Do we have to do the same bits again?
Yeah, yeah.
we have
we
any
to do
good
the
bits?
same bits.
Oh,
So Joseph, why do
Mimighoul
you like the Mimighoul deck?
Oh, because
he's a ghoul.
What do you guys think is more fearsome, goblins or like ghouls in like real life? Which one would you be more terrified of?
what a good question. A goblin.
Goblin.
Or a ghoul?
Have you seen those orc roars?
I think the goblins might be more
By the time
mischievous.
this goes up, that's gonna be.
Well, people are gonna be
I
like,
just
he's
realized
still
what we
talking about the
missed."
orc wars.
We're not gonna on YouTube. You guys missed the femdom bit. in
No,
the
it's
first
no.
game.
We'll put parts of it in.
You can just say it again.
It's just you solitaring. Like, what is there to put in? Dyer, good luck, man. I don't know what the fuck you do with
Well,
this.
Dyer could overlay our talking from the last game. Goblins are killable. How do you kill a ghoul?
Ooh, yeah, that's. A
If
good
you came
point.
across a ghoul, I don't know how you deal with it.
Okay, Will has pendulum summoned.
What do you guys think the Nickelodeon slime tastes like?
Come.
We talked about this before. It's like it's
No.
literally it's oatmeal is what it is. We looked this up.
Oh
I looked it
God,
up,
dude,
I
that's
remember looking it up.
disgusting.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's oatmeal and green food coloring.
Imagine 200 pounds of oatmeal being shoved in your face after you spent 10 hours getting ready. Have you seen some of the, like, I feel so bad for, like, you know, it was like Katy Perry or something. Like, she looks so nice and it was in her contract. I'm just making up stuff. Anyway, it would suck getting
Listen, if I'm
green
getting paid
cum
the big
blown
bucks,
in your face.
bro, if I'm getting paid the big bucks by Mr. Nickelodeon, they could splooge whatever they want all over me.
I
I'll
don't
be
think
okay
they
with
really
it.
pay you for that stuff. I think you just get paid the SAG
I was
$1,000
paid.
show up fee. I
Wait,
don't
you were
think
on
so.
that?
No, I got splooged on. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I've been yapping this whole time. You did get through your combo and it did activate stuff. That was pretty cool.
That ain't Falco. That ain't Falco.
God, this deck is so gnarly. There's so much shit in it.
Wow.
Gnarly.
I like all the
Good word.
small engines with niche synergies.
Thanks.
All right, we're gonna start with dualysis.
Duality. Now that's peak Yu-Gi-Oh. Remember when that was in every deck? Potter
Blue
Duality.
Dragon!
This card is so cool, bro. Remember when this is a $100 secret rare?
Oh, yeah.
And it didn't get reprinted for like a year. It was played in everything too. Combo decks played it. Just because you just needed a turn to get something.
You just waited a turn, yeah.
He's not flipping. His Brexit vote has been secured.
Ass.
I'm gonna go Shadal Schism.
Oh, the Skizzy.
Yeah, I can see why we wanted to reset this one. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What makes this deck peak for you? What do you love so much about this?
Binda?
So everything in this deck interacts with your opponent. Like every single card that you play is about doing something with your opponent. It's also got like a bunch of just all of the level 2 synergies. Back in the day when you used to play this deck, it was pretty much completely created as a counter to Zoo, which was 32 out of 32 top cut spots at its first ever tournament.
That's crazy.
For some reason, I thought you only got one of the effects.
These cards are too overtuned, honestly.
That's broken.
What does Soldier Dragon do in your deck?
Oh, hell yeah.
It's twos.
It's
It's
a
twos,
normal summon that you just sit on. It's level 2, and every time you activate a card, well, not every time, but it summons out Laundry.
Sitting on
Or
wind
just
is
level
really
up
boring,
itself.
so I'm gonna make
Laundry's
this
kinda
card, which I think you may be familiar with already, Farfa. What do you know about
Beauregard
Beauregard Dragon?
Beauregard Drag!
He's the flip monster
Oh,
boss!
shit!
Okay, I am going to... Oh god, wait, we have options. Okay, I'll
You've made
flip
like
summon
every
Shadow
silly
Beast.
flip effect Link monster. That's great.
Draw 2. Oh my fucking god. Probably should discard Soul and Luna.
I'll say about the Paleo deck, I think what's cool about it is that it really tackles the game from like a completely different angle from anything we've seen in a while. Like really slowing it down and grinding out your opponent. Like that is pretty cool.
Lost Win resets.
You got all sorts of shit-alls. That's cool.
I'm gonna grab Maker.
What's the Mimighoul Malice matchup looking like?
It's not good. It's... I do appreciate you, like...
Has anyone come up with a counter to Malice yet, besides just playing like Chaos Hunter and Lancia in every single deck?
There's your
Playing
answer.
like a striker deck that was like made to counter it.
I still have not read a Malice card.
I
I'll
mean,
catch up
you
one of these
haven't
days.
read a Fiendsmith card either, so you're a little bit behind the curve.
No, those ones I do know. I figured out the Fiendsmith.
This is such a bad idea, but I think it's actually so necessary. Okay, so Maker does not have to pick Mimighouls.
Oh boy.
So you could have
Oh, wait.
Morphing Jar. Oh, right, because I don't have
There
a
must be
Mimighoul.
so many
you have to have
accidental
one, yeah.
cheats with Mimighouls if you play in
Schism.
paper.
I think what do you think's the most like cheater deck? like
This.
not
Anything with a time win con. So basically every deck, I guess, to some extent.
No, like yeah, deck that people accidentally cheat the most on.
Like illegal activations and stuff, not
Yeah,
actual
yeah,
cheating.
that people don't realize.
Now,
I feel like there's been some pretty bad ones in recent memory. I just don't remember which one. There was like a really...
Yeah, I mean the FA mirror match, you guys, but like that's not
that's not nothing. Yeah,
relevant.
that's not a big deal.
the FA mirror match.
adventure. Oh, you think a lot of people forget about the normal summon?
Sealantha. Okay.
Like what's okay, even beyond like a deck, what's like the most accidentally cheated card activation?
Linear equation cannon. If you confidently send the cards, I'm just gonna believe it's legal. Like I don't. If you confidently put them into your graveyard, I'm just gonna be like, okay, yeah, it's a legal
Yeah,
activation.
you got it. Yeah.
And
I'm not on... There's no restrictions, right?
No.
So Zelantis is gonna just bring these back to your side of the field, essentially.
I mean, one that happened a lot, and I remember losing a judge call over it because it's just a he said, she said, but people not declaring DPE in grave
Oh.
and then just being like, well, summoning DPE, and it's like, you didn't declare it, and they're like, yes, I did. No, you didn't. Yes, I did.
that one's crazy.
Says, okay. Like, dude, I'm not that this random person will be watching. I had a friend play against a guy that fucked up the DPE thing, and the judge ruled in the other guy's favor. And in the very next round, I played that same guy. So I was locked in. I waited, he popped the DPE. I didn't say anything. I just sat there for 10 seconds. And then I'm like, all right, am I good to go? And he said yes. Judge ruled it in his favor a second time.
That's crazy.
Actually, if
been
you are
buddies
watching
with
that,
him.
fuck you. That guy knows what he did. That guy absolutely knew what he was doing. Like, You could see as soon as I said it, because like, and you know, maybe you're not supposed to use outside influences, but you can see as soon as I mentioned it, his mind was going back to the previous round where he did the same mistake.
What are you doing, by the way?
I'm
what is
going
like
off.
the whole end goal of this? You summoned like Morphing Jar back to your side of the field, which will
Zealantis
eventually
summons
give
them
him
back to
5
my
cards
side of the
anyways.
field, and then Beauregard is not a hard once. So you can just keep going.
Okay.
Okay, you found some crazy synergies here, yeah.
All right. Unfortunately, as cool as this deck is, I don't think it actually does anything versus traps that do something.
Let's see. What's your best dragon in the grave? Is it just dragon?
Yeah, dragon.
I think a common, I don't know how often you guys have had this happen to you. I don't think I've ever done it, but when you like, someone gets evenly matched and then they play their whole main phase 2 and then they declare like battle phase because they've just like skipped
Battle
it.
phase 2.
I sometimes forget them in the main phase too, like, or like I'll just forget and I'll just be like, oh, battle phase, and main phase 2, that would go crazy. Battle phase 2 goes crazy too.
All right, so this
Yeah.
one specials a Mimighoul from your deck and gives control of it. Thing.
Let's say you're in the most important round of your life, like a go round at a YCS, right? Let's say that your opponent has an SP.
I'm with
They
you.
use the SP and they forget to bring it back. And then, well, what the fuck? You just
Oh, what? That I thought I would keep
funny.
it.
They forget to bring the SP back. Do you remind them?
Yes, if you don't, that's cheating.
Yeah, if I
it's like-
notice it, yeah.
If the judge, because it's one of those things where it's like, well, it's an advantage for me. But if you both figure out halfway through the turn, it's going to be a fucking problem.
Oh, of course, yeah. If I remember a mandatory fact, I'm happy to remind someone.
Yeah, you
I
kinda
hate
don't
to
have a
say it,
choice.
I'm a good noodle.
I don't know if it's about being a good noodle. I think it's just like common courtesy.
I mean, I think there's a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players out there that do not have common cards.
That's a good
I
point,
agree.
And that will use any advantage to get ahead, even if they're like X4. I think we've talked about this before. I have met some of the saltiest, angriest people at like the X4 tables. And it's
They're
like,
the worst.
so
Yeah, that's the
weird.
funny
But
thing.
I do this all the time. When you, like, you're feeling good about yourself and then somehow you end up X3 at a big event. What I always do is I'll sit down at the X3 tables and my opponent will say something like, well, how have your rounds been going? And I always go like, bad, obviously. Or I go like, well, I'm here at the shitter tables. And I always say that. I'm like, well, here we all are at the shitter tables, trying to be like, you know, it didn't work out. One time I did that and an opponent was like, dude, that is really mean. Like, I tried hard. And I was like, oh, sorry, I guess we
We're
have
all
different
here,
motivations.
like-
My bad. You know, you should have tried harder. I don't know.
Okay,
Red
this is
Zolantis
like,
for the
I'm
third
not trying to
time.
make fun of like people that are like new to Yu-Gi-Oh, but I am going to do that. You ever get like meet people that are like at their first regional and like, I'm sorry, this isn't like something to actually complain about. I always just like smile when it happens, but you'll be sitting in with around like 8 people and like they all start asking each other what their records are. It's your record. Like, what do
you all
like
have the
every
same
single,
record.
like they keep
You're
going
all-
around. They're like, oh, I'm X2. That's weird. I'm X2. And it's like, yes, that's why, like, I know there's going to be a cutoff point somewhere. It's never happened in any of those conversations that I've been in. Like, it's always just like, we're all X2. We're all right here. This is how matchmaking works. It pisses me off
What-
that Nessie is in this Lost World thing, even though it's not a dinosaur and there is
God,
danger.
keep
There's a danger map that's also on the shore. I mean, I think
I think they got it mixed up.
Nessie
me,
is a
Doug.
dinosaur. I think that's arguable. I don't think Nessie's a dinosaur. I think Nessie is cryptid.
Love cryptid. You guys ever played MetaZoo?
All right.
Gage
We run
tanked
it.
old
Come
company.
on, Farfa, let's run it. I'm giving
Bro's
you a
going
+5 here.
-4. Why? What is this morphing jar right here? What is this
The
morphing jar?
worst morphing jar in history, I'm pretty sure.
MBT rolls worst morphing jar in history. Asked to leave Wonky Quartet. Okay, can this please target my face down? It can't. Fuck me. All right.
Ooh, you hit
especially
that
the
reckless greed. That's kinda hot.
greed.
That is
Yeah,
hot.
that really
Holy
did
shit.
seem like the worst morphing jar in history.
You know it's
It-
all random, right, Gage?
Yes, I know. I forgot you back, Jack. I forgot you back.
Wow, how'd you do that, dude? That's crazy.
It is interesting to think. I mean, Gage, you were talking about duality in combo decks. Even something like Reckless Greed, which was so ubiquitous for combo decks for a very long time. I mean, do modern players even understand that like combo decks were skipping the first couple turns just to assemble the combo and then do it? Like,
Yeah, I remember
Wait,
Wabaku being played in
Hovening.
Inzektor because you would just and call the Haunted so that you could like
Yeah.
bring
Oh,
back
yeah.
the Dragonfly on like turn
Billy
6
Break got a
to be able to
YCS,
combo.
what, top 8 with like Mystic Tomato in the Inzector deck? Because
Yeah,
he just crashed into stuff.
yeah, that was crazy. How do you explain the theory of hobening to somebody who's never played during that time?
They wouldn't understand.
Yeah, they wouldn't get 3 up, start 3 reckless.
Yeah,
wouldn't
3
get it.
upstart, 3 reckless in Mermail. Like,
You
they
wouldn't
wouldn't
get it.
They couldn't deal with it.
I got nothing to do. You got this one, but I ask you make it quick.
Brother, I'm playing Paleo. What? Like,
As quick as you
It's
We're
like this
making
game will
shit quick.
conclude in 10 turns.
Normal summon Laundry. All right, we just need you to like hit a trap card, please. A Paleo, that is.
I love the laundry.
Okay,
is in
you were
this
asking
deck.
about the dragon thing earlier. I don't think that ever finished. You go dragon into dragon into dragon into laundry dragon maid.
That's hot. And actually, that's pretty cool. Just a what, mill? That's all it does is just mill cards?
So it just makes it so like every card activation, it's like a trap card's active. Because I think Josh, I remember him talking about it that like how people, play around the Paleos is you chain block them, but the Soldier Dragons punishes chain blocking because then it just gets you more value.
That's true.
And especially in a deck with Wabaku, like you can just sit on all the cards. I think Elf can come back in the TCG. Like it's good in this game, but it's not like broken.
I got some heat the other day for talking about Elf. I'm shocked that it's legal. I think the stuff that it does in Master Duel is crazy. But, it is within the realm of stuff I'm okay with. It's like...
Right. I think I'd be more with it, like, okay with it in TCG, though. Because, like, it's not protecting an Apo or it's not protecting, like, a Baron or something when it's pointing to it.
Yeah.
I think that's like,
I
what's
will
really
say-
oppressive.
That people were talking about it in the context of stuff that's banned in the TCG that's not banned in Master Duel. And they were like, would you rather Sprite Elf be legal or Apollosa be legal? And I was like, 10 times out of 10, every day of the week, Sprite Elf legal.
So this is peak Yu-Gi-Oh!
I mean, I have nothing
Yeah.
left in the tank. I've used my entire extra deck. Targeting Master again? Or you have to target your own guy?
It's actually really weird why you can Lost Wind again on a
'Cause you
monster
can
that's already
have
been negated.
it's
Because
the
I guess you
attack
can just
is
have the
happening,
attack, yeah.
I
I'm
remember
getting some Paleos onto
real
the
ones
field
remember
finally.
a Lost Wind query about if you are allowed to Lost Wind an effect monster or a non-effect monster.
Yeah, I think so because of this, right?
Yeah. And hilariously, Forbidden Droplet I think says effect monsters on it.
It does, yep.
One that always got me, I mean, it makes sense like when you describe it, but that you can't imperm something when skill drain is on the board, even though imperm has like a bonus effect because you
Oh, now I
do
messed
need
up.
to like
Oops.
be able to negate something.
Because it's a then.
Oh, but it doesn't
What do you
matter,
guys think
Echo.
Opabania sounds like? That snoot.
I mean, I think it's like a vacuum cleaner. Like a,
Yeah.
like a,
Can we get some more
Oh,
sound
shit.
effect demonstrations?
Oh, this is a classic Paleozoic win condition.
Yeah, Daigusto Phoenix.
Are we gonna see fucking Cat Shark? I did not think this was gonna take 30 minutes. I apologize, Parker.
It's Paleo! What did you think, dude? Like,
No, it was my fault.
23 plus
I mean, it's a decent
25,
amount.
50. No, this is way off.
What? It's what?
No, it is lethal. It's 8350.
6,000. That goes to Phoenix attacks twice.
yeah, it's lethal.
Yeah, I think I'm just bad at math.
That you have an
Yeah.
English
It's
degree,
not
dog.
math,
It's okay.
it's just multiply by 2.
It's
That's
not
math.
math, it's just multiply by 2. Are you hearing the words you're
But
saying?
that's not like math. That's like, a kid can do that.
Farfa, to expedite this, do you want to do finals and then maybe we can do the third place match after?
I need to go in like 7 minutes.
All right, let's run it. I'll just kill you. All right, good luck, Nadir. We got 7 minutes. I just got to run out the clock. Okay, I'm going first. No, I'm pretty sure it is dead. I think I got this. You're good.
Why does
Activate.
Snowman Eater look
Ah, shit.
pregnant? What the Snowman Eater is like a lizard?
No, he's the
Oh,
guy
yeah, no,
underneath. That's not a lizard. He's a gremlin.
The snowman is the trick. It's the farce.
Yeah, it's a Mimighoul.
Right.
Oh my god, and he's a
You have
flip
been the
monster.
victim
It
of a
really is a
trick.
Mimighoul.
I will say, Farfa, you would be very easy to kill with a snowman disguise.
Listen, man, if
Thanks,
I
I
see a
do.
missing carrot from its nose, like, I'm gonna approach it. And if that means I have to sacrifice myself in the process,
Like, you gotta
Yeah,
give
what
it the
matters?
carrot. You can't just not do that.
Are you like worried he's not breathing or something when he doesn't have the carrot in his nose?
It's
like-
Oh,
no,
shit.
it's like decorative.
Infinity.
Summon.
I don't know how the new combos work, to be honest with you.
Okay. Me neither. We tested them a little bit earlier, but primarily I'm just doing my best over
Winging it.
here.
Aren't you supposed to go Vessel?
Aren't you supposed to go Vessel? Hey man, can you die? Yeah, I think I was supposed to activate the. We talked about this earlier while we were testing. I think I'm supposed to activate the field spell first, so that when I monk and have no monsters, I could actually like play the game, and as opposed to what I've been doing, which is not playing the game. Okay,
gotta
and
say-
then because I definitely didn't screw up, I can go circle, tributing monk, and then I'll just do it this way. You know, special, get that
So
guy.
I think Gage wins off of like raw and zero misplay type of gameplay, right? Because we've butchered all of our decks.
What?
Dude, I summoned
Can you
Sabersaurus.
speak for yourself? What do you mean? I haven't butchered anything. What are you talking about?
Sabersaurus. That was all I did. Oh, I did. The Fiendish Chain kind
That
of.
is correct.
So
That
let's
is true.
chill. I think you got lots
You know what's
of
nuts,
stuff.
by the way? Have you all played with the Tenyi stuff in Swordsoul at all? Like, not the old stuff, the new suite of monsters before
Yeah.
today. It's really interesting
Like
because
before today.
they got like a whole new system of support, and I think it made the Swordsoul deck worse.
See, that's what people keep saying, but I understand why they're saying it, but like I think the Sarura being a really good extender is actually just so important. I think they're saying it because like if you get a Swordsoul token on the board and you have Saruru, they don't do anything together. But I don't think it's like
These
bad.
These are the greatest
Sarura
pronunciations of
isn't
all
a
time.
starter.
Okay, add Peak. Josh, you write notes. I've added Peak twice.
Peak.
I'm
This is
going.
where we get Protos. That's a card that I actually would not.
Protos is
I
not
wish-
Peak. Protos is not Peak. I'm not playing it. Don't worry.
I wish it was not legal in Master Duel.
Yeah, it probably shouldn't be. Like, I don't know why it is. I don't know why it's legal in any format. That was a card that when it came back, everyone immediately was like, oh, this is scary. And then 2 weeks later, oh, this doesn't matter. And then a month later, oh, this really is scary and shouldn't be exist.
Day one, it was scary. People were making it in fucking Ritual Beast. That
I
was
don't
like
think,
the Ritual
I really
Beast
feel like
endboard
people were
was
saying
Protoss.
it wasn't a big deal because like no one cared about Ritual Beasts, right? Am I crazy?
I don't know. I was always horrified of that fucking card.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Maybe
It's not
versus
doing anything in
Eternal,
TCG
maybe.
now, right?
No.
What?
no.
Protoss?
Yeah, it's not doing anything.
No,
in
it
TCG,
is.
right?
It is.
Oh
it
yeah,
is-
they're searching it in fucking Mitsu. It's insane.
Yeah, because
I have
you
no
can
idea
get
what
it,
I don't
because
even
you
know
can
what
get
Mitsu
it on
card
fucking
does.
any rank for the stupid
Yeah.
Infernal Banshee gets you flag,
I mean, I
and then
guess
you just
that
go
card's
get it.
fine.
Fun. I don't know what any of those Mitsurugi cards do.
Oh, we have Endless.
How does this card work
Flawless.
again? If your opponent specials an effect monster against Paleo, you foolish empty.
I don't know. Honestly, my board's pretty bad. I think I should have kept the Adamantipator guy in my extra, but
See how your deck does.
Draga
against
would've went crazy here,
Centaur.
yeah, like honestly, like I'm looking at my field going.
Specials.
This is
That's
really
just
badly
meter
positioned
force.
I'll
against.
throw it in there.
Okay, we'll go. I actually like just don't want you to get milled. I don't think I
That's
could. Then I can this.
Use a draw too.
No,
because you
it's
don't
a
have
special
non-effect,
summon.
Yeah.
0 defense. Yeah, I think that's 5. Maybe I should have done that when you like ended your turn. I don't know. Control face of non-effects monsters your opponent controls. Yeah, actually, I think my deck's really badly positioned against you. I think you were right. I think
All right,
I'm.
you still have the timeout win con.
I don't know why. No, this is just wrong. I'm just
Star of the
clicking
show.
buttons. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. Comments. I know it's wrong. I mean, no one cares about misplays in this show at all, but that's wrong.
It's not wrong, Doug. Why would that be wrong?
You should banish a paleo.
He
so
wants
that
to
it
banish
doesn't-
paleos.
Yeah. I was just thinking like, I just want burn damage.
Can
but-
you? Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, like the
activation
on-field
in
effect
that
of a
though.
paleo.
Oh, it banishes that card. I thought it banished a different card.
And also, I was
I
no, I
wish.
just that was just actually fully
Okay,
wrong.
but no, to be clear, if Farfa needs to resolve a paleo, he could just banish your Qinglong here. So, like, you probably should fire it.
Oh,
See-
yeah, no, I knew that.
Hey,
Okay.
you're a genius. Yeah, you know what you're doing.
No
Did
special.
you ever watch Zaboomafoo?
Yeah, dude, I think
I've
we
never
talked
watched
about Zaboomafoo. I think
Oh,
we're big
hoorah. With
Zaboomers.
the Crap Brothers.
What was that? There was a
There
There used to be like a zoo magazine you could get as a kid. Didn't you guys have
Books.
magazines? Zoo books. Yeah.
Zoo
didn't you guys
books,
have,
dude, that commercial. Oh man, I used to
Never
read
had
zoo
a zoo
books
book,
in
but I always wanted
library,
one.
but the actual thing was way too expensive. Why do Sasahara or whatever only protects targeting from effect monsters, not from Lost Wind? I mean, you don't have like a ton of cards. Just like the cards that you do have are really annoying. Oh, you stopped that one. Got it. Sorry, things are happening. Trying to click. Okay, do we have an Adhara on Grave? Any Adhara checks? No Adhara. We got Monk. We got. See, I'm running out of zones. I'm trying to play fast. I mean, I can do this. You have lethal on board. You know what he has on board? 2 back row cards. Oh, I'm in hell. Okay.
Oh, you got the zones freed up. Hey, and it still triggers you.
Adhara.
You know, watching you play this deck, it really does just do everything. It is, man,
It's
I
a
do
cool
kind of
deck.
miss it.
Also, apparently I don't have. Okay, sure. Use. I mean, your back row card can't be anything. I think. I don't know. If it is, you're just built
Do
different.
you have a second box?
No, this is not a time to be fighting the cat. I'm trying to play fast.
Do you not have a second box here?
No, I cut it because I didn't know. I thought I really needed the third monk. Okay, add long one. Click, click, click.
I think it's because the new cards like kind of clog up a lot of the extra.
They
Yeah.
do actually.
You have
no,
to play
like
Asahara.
yeah, I don't know.
I just feel bad for Gage. That guy's activated 2 cards this whole.
Yeah,
like,
I'm going fast. I'm going fast.
Bro, we've had
Oh,
Joseph
he'll
on
get a shot
episodes of
against
Saga
me.
where he's done literally nothing, so I'm used to it. Like, I think, what was the one episode of Saga, Doug, that Joseph literally didn't even play a card?
I mean, that happened to you. That's
Shut up.
happened to me. Like the Ghost Trick week, that happened with me. You had it with the Raiko getting pearlied week.
Oh, that's right.
That
Yeah.
happened. Okay, I think we're good. We'll activate peak because it's peak, and then I guess I could do that. No, stop eating. No, I really don't need to fight the cat right now. Okay, well. Oh wait, that isn't. Yeah, I see.
All right, you got this.
GG.
All right.
Sorry.
Good games.
Oh, I'm going
Deck that does
first.
nothing versus the pilot that does nothing.
Hey, you just wait, bro. Let me draw this
Hey,
macro.
just open
Dim Fizz. It's
Rescue
over.
Rabbit Tour Guide. Also, I see now why you want to play Unlimited, and I'm sorry that I said no.
No, I mean, that's all right. I get it.
go
I
shop
get it.
master.
Starting off strong. Normal summon, Cabazols.
Is that fucking
let's
I heard his sneeze is
dude.
legendary.
Yeah. I'm
Sneezing
setting
from
4
his big
macro.
fat
I'm
butt.
passing turn.
Dude, I fucking... Have you gone back and played any Dino Rabbit format type shit?
I did. I played it the other day. Actually, it sucks. It's not.
I was gonna say, I don't know if you... Oh my fucking god. I don't know if you had this experience. It is my understanding from people who played this historically that both Inzektor and Windup are nowhere near as good as Dino Rabbit. And like, if you go back, it really is just Dino
What?
Rabbit mirrors.
No. Inzektor Windup were definitely good.
No, okay,
Windup
so,
is still
sorry, to
really
be
good.
clear,
Windup got some crazy things.
they're fine. Okay, let me cycle this back one more time. I don't think Inzektor was competitive with the other two. I think that a lot of people tricked themselves
Dude, people
into
were
thinking there was.
terrible. Like, are you kidding me? There was
No,
like
I think
no.
I think it was like Tenpai, where people were like, "Oh my god, like it's an ever-present threat," and it was around for sure. It was crazy good, but the data doesn't pan out. It just didn't have the same number of tops as the other two decks.
I don't think that's. I don't know. The thing about it was that legendary Dino Rabbit player, legendary duelist Joji Orlando, when he topped the Long Beach YCS with
Oh my
top
God.
4 with Dino Rabbit, he was talking. Or no, he topped it with Hero, and he said that the reason he chose Hero instead of Dino Rabbit is because Dino Rabbit is based on Dino Rabbit's only as good as the normal monsters, and he was talking about how like Sabersaurus can run over any Inzektor monster, it can run over any Windup monster, and you just like get so much tempo by that because they can't.
And
they can't
if you
immediately
do, and if you do,
I was like, why did you do that?
and
Nice.
if, oh my
timing?
fucking god,
No,
dude,
it
I'm
has to send to
fuming.
graveyard, and he banished it instead.
Oh my god. I was like, yeah, I'll send, but I do get to summon the Drelth. Nope, not at all. All right, buddy.
I mean, Inzektor must have been doing pretty good if it got Dragonfly and Hornet limited.
Jesus Christ. Wait, I have the play.
Oh, come on. I thought
I
this ended your
activate
turn.
Soul and Luna.
Oh, my. What the fuck is that?
Get your fucking guy
Whoa.
down. Get down, Mr.
My
President.
Cabazols, no!
All right, every time I see Soul and Luna, I gotta tell this story. I remember when this
Have
card.
a story?
What? Yeah, what set was this really?
Recently.
The quarter, whatever.
Eggoff, I think.
No, it's
No, but it was.
it's in the queue. It's
reprinted in one of the quarter centuries.
Yeah, it's in the most recent one.
No, it was
The
in
second most
like
recent one.
the second one.
UCR2, yeah.
Everyone, everyone was talking about like that's so stupid. That's so stupid. I remember at my locals, I was like, I'll message you if this happens. I mean, I don't know why, but I was like, I'll mark right now that the next TCG exclusive archetype is a flip archetype, and everyone laughed at me. They're not laughing anymore, buddies.
The
Because I was right.
Mitsurugi? Wasn't Mimighoul already
Mimighoul.
out? Am I
Mimighoul.
crazy? Maybe not. All right, you can have him.
No, Mimighoul got announced like a week later. Like,
Why does this Mimighoul Dragon have 2,000 defense? Why is it bigger
It's
I
than
a
know, he's got an
treasure
ass on him.
chest.
God, macro is so annoying.
Isn't Soul and Yuna bad in Mimighoul? I mean, did it look bad right there? It looked kind of cracked right there.
Yeah, it was nuts. No, Soul and Luna's in here for the other flip monsters that I can't get access to because of Macrocosmos. But who cares? I'm not mad.
Acrocosmos still holding things down. Is this card? What is this at in Master Duel? 3, yeah.
Macro?
Who gives a fuck?
3.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, have macro. We don't care. Oh, by the way, speaking of stun, have you guys played any of that Morganite deck?
No, I've seen
That
it
deck
going
is
around.
that deck is a lot better than I had hoped that it would be.
Is it in Master Duel with the new stuff or no?
I don't think so.
Then it doesn't exist. You know, we talk about Kabazal's theory. Even I have an old video on it where like just putting pressure with the dinosaurs and attacking a lot of damage.
Okay.
Was super good back then because decks didn't have all these searchers. Like, Inzectors had to get to Tour Guide to Sanguine search stuff or just hard draw Hornet Dragonfly or Hornet Centipede, whatever. Like, the game just looked very different. You weren't wind up sharking every game. You know, you weren't full comboing with that.
But sometimes you were.
And people, like, think about those moments in their head. A lot of the time, it was just dinosaurs running stuff over. And then if the dinosaur deck got a little bit of tempo, Logia to seal the deal.
That was the first time that I think people started getting YouTube brained, where they were like, oh, Shark Magician does all this, so it will always do all this.
Wind-up deck post Carrier to 1 was that suddenly it became, I guess it always was kind of this, but a really good control deck with Rabbit and Factory. Like,
yeah,
and it also did Shockmaster locks, so that was pretty.
Yeah, Shockmaster pretty good. The Photon Paplier operative.
Oh, Pappy was nutty, dude.
Pappy was crazy to put the wrap back in attack, and you get after like the ban of Carrier or the limit of Carrier. It was a 1-card 8100, barely in OTK, and that was like a big deal.
Access to the shadow half of my deck. Damn, I love playing this thing. Oh, man. I really spaghettied it 14 games in a row versus Farfa, but it's so cool how many awesome things they've done for Flip Monsters over the years. I just wish it was a little more competitive.
Good for the Hane retrain.
Yeah, the unfortunate truth is...
well, they got Hate or whatever.
I've said this a number of times, but they can never give Flip Monsters too much because there are a couple Flip Monsters that are just busted to shit.
Sure.
Clearly not okay.
Can I scoop now? Hey, am I allowed to scoop now?
If you want.
You've gotten rid of all my plays now. It's over. Yeah.
I'm
Unfortunately,
gonna
cards
actually
in
just
hand.
kill you, yeah.
nah, I was like, maybe I can live with the mirror force. I don't know, bro.
Rough week, Gage.
You got anything to say about Fartfa exploding into the void?
Dude, Paleo is so cool.
All right, chefs, here's my evaluation. I'm supposed to make it quick, but before we go in, let me just clarify. This was, of course, a very subjective prompt, so I'm just going off of how you guys did with these decks and how I feel your choices matched the prompt. But overall, I think all of you guys did great, and everything was kind of a valid choice because, after all, you were just supposed to pick whichever deck you thought represented peak Yu-Gi-Oh, and that's all I wanted to see. So in 4th place, we have Gage. They didn't do too well with the Dino Rabbit, but of course, I mean, it is the oldest deck out of the 4, so I think that's fair enough. You're in 4th because I don't remember Dino Rabbit even being my favorite deck of the format, like let alone the entire history of the game, but I do appreciate the fellow boomer take here. But still, Dino Rabbit in 4th place for me. In 3rd place, we have MBT with the Mimighouls. I think it is a pretty base choice, I'm gonna be honest with you, but you didn't do too hot with it. I think the other two did slightly better in terms of their choices, but Mimighoul honestly is design-wise a pretty cool choice. I just think it's lacking a little bit on the, you know, in order for a deck to be like super cool to me, it needs to be at least a little bit more playable than that, but I do think it was a good choice regardless. In 2nd place, we have Farfa. I was so close to putting you in first just because you picked Paleozoic, but I felt like that was going to be a little bit too easy just because Paleo is one of my favorite decks of all time, if not my favorite deck of all time. But then I saw the build and I saw how you played it, and in first we have Doug. Swordsoul, I think pretty base choice. I think a lot of people would agree that power level wise the deck is very well designed, and I think that is why it was also a very good choice for this one, even though it's not my personal like favorite deck to play because I do think it's a little linear, but I do think that's a good thing as well for some people. So I think Swordsoul was a very good choice for this one, and you played it quite well, ended up winning the game, so I gave you 1st place. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and I hope the prompt was at least somewhat entertaining.